Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing a KWM France deck G4, G5, 4 with Barbarossa, PJ17, and Shoot. And in my last game, so we just did a redraft. We did a redraft because I got Braggart, and Chris has said that that Braggart is going on the ban list, so I was like, well, I don't really want to play with it if it's going on the ban list. And I get Charcoal Burner and Mason, which are both excellent cards, especially Charcoal Burner. And I mean Market Woman too. People are getting some good stuff out of this deck. But Charcoal Burner, best by good margin. Market Woman and Mason will go, and so I'm probably getting Trailblazer or Storehouse Keeper. Master Tanner can be good depending on the situation. Actually, Master Tanner plus Tenant Farmer looks like there's something there. Okay. Vegetable Vendor kind of goes with Charcoal Burner, just more reasons to go on the major minor space. Pear Peeler is always interesting. I think, though, the best card here is Sunrise Admirer. Sunrise Admirer is quite strong. That was almost a month ago. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he had banned Braggart, but I guess he hasn't gotten around to it yet. Okay, looking at this next pile, I see Peon. Peon is pretty interesting with Vegetable Vendor. But I think the best card in this pile is Stone Sculptor. Stone Sculptor is a very interesting card. Stone Sculptor is a nice amount of bonus points. Gives you a little bit of food too. I think it's a good card. Okay. Next up. Scapegrace, Prosecutor, Manufacturer, Old Miser. I'm not that sold on any of these. Prosecutor could be nice just because Stone Sculptor has a stone cost on it. Like it's going to use up my stone, so it's going to be hard for me to play any majors. But Manufacturer is also an interesting card, especially if you can reno at a reasonably early time. I think I like Prosecutor quite a bit, but Manufacturer, let's grab Manufacturer. And Storehouse Keeper came back, okay. And Master Tanner, Tenant Farmer are both there. It's too bad, that would be a really interesting combo I'd like to see someone try sometime. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Sorry about that. Back. Well, I don't need pear peeler so much considering storehouse keeper is out there. Prefect is something. Prefect with stone sculptor manufacturer is something. I do like pear peeler is quite a bit better. Prefect could be really nice. Prefect with stone sculptor and one other thing is something for sure. And then this pick, not really likely to play any of them. Drinker of Absinthe, the timing overlaps with manufacturer and the function overlaps with prefect too much. I'm gonna grab livestock expert. Okay, well I see Lighthouse. Lighthouse is always something to be aware of. Certainly with manufacturer, Lighthouse is a card you have to consider. What else would I take from here? Beanfield. You know what? I can go for a Lighthouse game. Lighthouse with manufacturer, sure. And then Village School, I think. That's a hard one to say. Muddy Bog. Muddy Bog is pretty good if I want to do an early window strategy. Gets me some early play. Village School is an extremely interesting option though. It just lets you get that lighthouse that much easier. Alright, and then Clay Roof, absolutely. Clay Roof, absolutely fantastic for me in this position. Easier to take a bunch of clay than it is to take a bunch of reed. Not meaning to be mean, quiet and go to WB, but I think he doesn't really speak English. And he's just like spamming chat a little bit. Because he was putting in some different characters earlier. Some Roman numerals, right? That's what we use. No, Roman numerals is the other one. What do you call the English alphabet then? Latin script. It's a Latin alphabet, yeah, okay. Latin and Roman, very similar. Okay, let's go, people. If I could get something that makes playing occupations easier, I would love to see that. If I could get past like Sunday school, or if I took Sunday school myself, both of those would be nice. draft has been kind of slow. I don't know if I've played with Shoot or PJ17 that much. Definitely played with them a couple times, but well, that's really fast from Shoot. I guess he was after Rockwood, who took forever to remove. How about PJ? All these times. 32, a little high, but not terrible. Okay, Grotto is pretty good. Cottonfield is also really good. Grotto is nice because it works with Lighthouse to provide a way for me to grow twice. So let's try to make Grotto work. Should be able to do it. The Storehouse, if I can get Storehouse Keeper out, just might mean that Stone Sculptor comes late. Yeah, especially since I can build stuff pretty easily with Manufacturer, I think. Swimming Studio is interesting because it'll let me pay a wood for like 5 food on fishing. I can do that twice. Dinghy lets me get emergency fishing food. I think Swimming Studio. I don't really have a way to like grab a lot of food early yet, which you usually want with Grotto. So we'll try that. Yeah, Cottonfield is really good. I feel bad passing it to Barbarossa, but I think I should have a pretty strong game here. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking to play Charcoal Burner, and then I'm also looking to, do I want to have the first action of the game? Guarantee myself the first move? You know what? I would rather have, well, I don't want Barbarossa to have it, I guess. So I'll take it, and I don't need to play it. I can throw it away with Village School if I need to. So I'm keeping an eye on Twitch chat, so feel free to ask questions or make comments if you're watching. Hi Sid, hope you're doing well today. This pick, not Madonna Statue, because Madonna Statue is kind of redundant with Village School. And Madonna Statue is really better when you have a bunch of minor improvements with no cost on them. Children's Playground is a pretty good action, actually. 1 wood for 2 points is a nice conversion. Volume is pretty low. Oh, you know why? Because it's sitting on the other side of my computer. Whoops, I totally forgot to bring that up here. Is that better, Sid? This should be a lot better. Yeah, I forgot. The headset that has my microphone on it was sitting on the far side of my computer, so I'm not surprised the background noise was loud. Sorry about that. So what are we? We're about 20 minutes in to the stream when the audio quality improves, so I can put that in the description so that people like Damba don't skip the whole video, because they'll be like, oh, the audio volume's too low. Not that, you know, I don't blame them. Just I can be preemptive in helping people out. Any rooster? Nope. This is a pretty bad position for me to be fourth in. But if I get one of the occupation spots, that's it. Interesting hand, planning to go for 2 rooms. Yes, yes. Lighthouse and grotto, if I can make those 2 work, absolutely. And not roostering, no. Not if I could have done it. I don't know if, I don't really know actually how the mechanics, like, do I get to see that I'm going to be last and then play it? I'm not totally sure. It is a bad position to go fourth in. You're right about that. But I think I'm okay with it. I'll make it work. Yeah. I actually haven't played with Rooster in the game for a while. So the question is, immediately before the round 1 work phase. So yeah, I totally could have done that. Oh well. You got Patron for PJ17 and Circus Manager for Shoot. Patron I'm a little sad to see because it means that PJ17 is more likely to sit on Occupation. Barbarossa playing Private Force. Yeah, this actually might have been terrible. This might have been like the perfect place for me to play Rooster, but then I didn't. Now, we might see another Occupation from Shoot, and then I get 2 clay, and 2 clay would be fine. 2 clay puts me, is something for my clay roof. But we'll see. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, he does. Plays House Steward. Okay. I want there to be more good actions in the game. So I'm not taking 2 clay. I'm going to day labor. Also, 2 day labor is kind of buying a good off of my grotto, which might get me to a room faster. So yeah, maybe this will be okay. Problem with going last is you just don't there aren't that many good actions on the board. It's one of the big problems with going last. But you know what, even if I don't play Lighthouse, if it comes that I get 3 wood again and 3 wood, 4 clay, something like that, that's a fine position to be in for me. Is Shoot gonna take 4 clay here? I'm going to play my charcoal burner because there's a good chance that Major Minor comes next round and Shoot uses it. I'm not crazy about giving Barbarossa another 3 wood action. Actually, yeah, because this means Barbarossa will be the first person to build a room, almost definitely. With 2 reed, 4 wood, and a wood coming in round 4, means Barbarossa is going to grow first, which is unfortunate for me. But that might just mean more time for Grotto. I think probably PJ plays an occupation here, and then Shoot might play an occupation, might not. But I could occupation Clay Roof here. We've got occupation Trailblazer here for PJ. It's a nice card. And Minor Beanfield from Shoot. Okay. All in all, this is going terribly. Two clay. Two clay is as good as two reed with Clay Roof, so. There's sheep. I will grab 4 wood. 4 wood is a good action. And I can play Grotto and still build rooms. That's an option. Or I can not play Grotto, not play Lighthouse, and just build rooms normally. Clay Roof actually makes building rooms pretty appealing, especially with Charcoal Burner feeding me extra wood. Not sure where your food for Grotto is coming from anyways. Yeah, you're right, Sid. The Grotto food was going to be really difficult to get. I was thinking like maybe I get on Reedstone food early and then I can clay oven or stone oven, which would have been a bunch of food, but yeah, it's going to be pretty expensive. Shoot plays occupation expert builder. I could start player Clay Roof here. I think I'm gonna take 3 food fishing, because it kind of puts these two guys into a bit of a hard spot. There's been a lot of food taken out of the game already just because of Shoot using his circus manager. And now I know PJ can just play an occupation patron and he comes back, but makes it a little harder for Barbarossa. What I really want is no one to build in round 4 so that I can do a surprise start player Clay Roof action. Oh, Old Miser. Wow, it actually got played. Someone other than me played it. I know I tried it out one game, and here's the expert builder and the Old Miser. I know I tried playing it in one game and it really I think I had a good game, but it just wasn't enough to win. I've won once with Old Miser a long time ago. It's really good if you grow super aggressively. Nice combo with backdoor. That makes sense, yeah. I don't remember having one with Old Miser. I wonder when that was. Fireplace, I get a wood and a food. I'm gonna grab Reedstone food here. It lets me play my village well, or village school. And then there's a chance I can maybe do 2 rooms at once. Sid, I think it saved you 20 plus food that game since you grew to 4 by round 7 or something insane. That's fun. That pleases me. Barbarossa takes another 2 read instead of building, which is interesting. What will I do with my second action? I want to go on Raidstone Food fairly frequently this game. I think, yeah, with Stone Sculptor. With Stone Sculptor, I have a reasonable need for stone. What's my second action here? Is my second action Storehouse Keeper? I don't really have any other way of getting grain, so it seems pretty reasonable for me. I could also start player. No, I don't want to start player here. I'll wait. Try to slow play this as much as I can. And feed 4. Will Barbarossa take... Oh, he played start player Home Garden. That's a little sad that I'm going last again. So what's PJ gonna do? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna sow? Is he gonna day labor? Yeah, day labor's fine. Not ideal, but it's okay. No family growth around 5, that makes me happy. So probably 6 clay is the best move for me. Although 4 wood, it's pretty hard to pass on 4 wood. Yeah, I guess 4 wood is better than 6 clay. Yeah. Well, PJ's probably not going to give me the choice anyways. I think that might have been the place to beg 1 and take a better action. Maybe. I actually didn't consider that at all. Yeah, you might be right. Well, I'm not going to start player here, of course. So play an occupation. So this is where I could play Stone Sculptor. And then my second action could maybe be Major Minor Village School or Major Minor Clay Roof. So yeah, so PJ having the option of day labor or not. Could he have... Could he have not taken day labor, begged 1, and taken a wood action? I guess the question is, what else was available? I don't think there were that many good actions available. I think the day labor play is fine, especially because it does get you one food towards that next harvest. Although you could say, why not take 4 clay and build a cooking hearth, and then you're actually set to feeding your next harvest. I don't know. 4 clay, so he could have taken 6 clay, so he could have taken 4 clay. You mean? Yeah. 4 clay. Oh, 4 clay to 4 wood. You mean? Yeah, I see. Yeah, he could have taken 4 clay and then gotten 4 wood as well. Yeah, yeah. That's a good point. Especially because he's sowing his grain here. It makes sense that you want to sow your grain, but just then how are you going to get to that 5 or 6 food? Especially if it's 5 food. Like if you have to do another start player action. Oh man, shoot. What are you doing? Oh no, it's after everyone else. Okay. Barbarossa passed on building again. That's where I play clay roof. That's nice. That's nice for shoot. Yeah. Yeah, he played Reed Pond. Yeah, so he can build. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. So what do I do here? Do I need to start player to get onto the build room action? Probably. I need to start player to get onto build room. Does it need to be first action start player, I guess is a question. It might need to be. So I'll play village school here. And hopefully I get Reedstone food with one of my next 3 actions. So village school is going to let me throw my miners away to get resources for them. So I can throw away Rooster, Grotto, Lighthouse, probably Livestock Expert, Prefect maybe. Yeah, Barbarossa went right for the Reedstone food. So it wasn't coming back, but maybe something else will. Would have liked to have built 2 rooms at once, but getting my stone sculptor out instead I think is okay. There'll be a 3 stone action next round that probably will come back to me. PJ, family growth, no miner. Yeah, so Barbarossa played that really greedily, really greedily. There were 2 options for him to get jumped. I could jump him with Clay Roof, and Shoot could jump him with Reed Pond. We both had methods of doing it. Start player and getting Reed, or getting Well, effectively, yeah. Clay Roof lets me turn Clay to Reed, and Reed Pond just gives Reed directly. So we both had ways to do it. Shoot, yeah, nice spot. Being able to have a breeding pair of sheep this early, it's a good position to be in. I could play prefect here. Otherwise, Fort Clay. Fort Clay seems fine. Yeah. Fort Clay seems good because there's a chance that someone activates my charcoal burner, and then I could village school discard to get 2 rooms next round. Barbarossa plays occupation vegetable vendor. So what is he going to do with that? He needs to actually have a way of cooking the vegetable for the vegetable to be useful. I guess not really with Old Miser, yeah. I'm looking at him on 1 food and saying, don't need to worry about it, but he only needs 1 more food total to feed in that next harvest, so. PJ grabbing some food himself. Yeah, this is a pretty food tight game, looks like. Well, it sucks having to pass 6 wood, but building rooms is important. Yeah. Yeah, building rooms is important. Growing your family is important. Oh, wood on builder. About to put something else. I guess I could put a clay, but so this is doing family growth with this action. Barbarossa took the 6 wood, of course. So now I have the option between 3 stone and 4 wood. Wow, Barbarossa is going to triple build. That's pretty good. I think the 3 stone, like I want wood, but 3 stone is really good as well. It lets me stone sculpt 1, which I think will be good. Barbarossa Reedstone food again. It's funny. He's got a lot of nice resources, that's for sure. He's in a good spot to build 3 rooms. I guess I maybe should have done something that would have let me block the build room space. Like if I take wood here, then Barbarossa is obligated to start player to build it ahead of me. Because what could happen now is if PJ, let's say PJ builds a cooking hearth here, then I get a wood and a food, and I can discard with village school to get another wood, and I can build first action next round. I can do build grow. Sid says, I feel like your cards don't work well together. Clay roof makes Reedstone food pretty bad, but I have Stone Sculptor and Storehouse, which incentivizes it. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't disagree with that analysis. I wonder if PJ's waiting to get the grain off before he builds clay oven. Oh, that's too bad for Shoot. I thought for sure he would let his sheep breed. Huntsman's Rifle he played. Don't see that played too often. Huntsman's Rifle. PJ is playing Cheapskate. Oh, Cheapskate with Patron seems fun. It's a nice way for him to get some food. What's his, oh, playing Prosecutor, okay. Nice, he can play 2 cards. And what's his improvement that he's gonna play? I'm gonna get 5 wood with my first action, so that's handy. Slapdash Renovation. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, because he played it with Prosecutor, of course. Oh, nice. Five wood, 100%. So Barbarossa, oh, he's only building 2 rooms. I wonder if he's thinking that he can go back and build a 3rd room later to block the build room spot. Like it's kind of like a start player action. Or maybe thinking that building a ton of rooms is not that valuable with Old Miser, that the relative benefit of the 5th family member is a lot lower. Hard to say. With Village School, definitely building a bunch of rooms is good for me. I should be going for the House Steward bonus, absolutely. So probably that means I should be trying to build 5 rooms. Sid says, I think the opposite is true. Yeah, you get less points for the 5th guy, but the feeding burden is way lower. He may just not want to spend all his wood. That's a good point. Yeah, excellent point. And Basket Maker's Workshop is gone to the Prosecutor. Okay. Pretty sure he's gonna slapdash home. So I'll move him off there. Family Growth. I will play Swimming Studio because it's a point, and I will throw away Lighthouse. Swimming Studio won't really do anything for me. Converting a wood to 3 food seems bad in this game. Because wood's going to be really in demand. So I definitely want to consider Manufacturer for my next Family Growth actions, because I'm running out of minor improvements to play, and of course Manufacturer makes pottery and joinery minors for me, so that's something. Barbarossa building the well, okay, makes a lot of sense. Well's a good thing, and it gives him a vegetable with vegetable vendor. also going to see shoot build at some point as well. Definitely with expert builder, house steward. So what will I do? Probably, oh, I don't have an action. I was thinking I have an action coming up. No, I just drew. I'll have an third action next round. Alright, let's go, guys. So yeah, so if start player build room comes to me, Barbarossa, to maintain his family growth in round 10, would have to do a start player action. And then family growth with his second move. He does have enough food to do it. He could eat, because he's picking up one from his well, and he could eat a raw vegetable. He also might have something that gives him food from his minor improvements. So for example, if he picked up Dingy would let him do that. Market woman here for shoot. I probably want to build more than one room, so I think we're grabbing 4 wood here. Oh yeah, I need to feed here. I totally forgot about that. Okay, yeah, ignore everything I said. I need to feed. Reedstone food and then clay oven. Or Reedstone food and Reno stone oven. Clay oven, I think. Although, it would be nice if I could do both. It would be nice if I could reno and build clay oven, because then I can start using my manufacturer. But I probably want to build wood rooms before I reno to clay, because I just don't have enough clay to build a bunch of clay rooms. Joinery for Barbarossa. So manufacturer can only play the pottery now. But I will make sure that I do that. Oh, prosecutor. Prosecutor can build the pottery. I don't think I can do anything about that. Reedstone food, grab the grain. I could reno stone oven, but the only point in me renovating would be so that I could activate manufacturer as soon as possible. And I think it's fine if I don't play it and just toss it for a resource. Same with livestock expert. Prefect actually can come out. Prefect could almost come out with this move, since there's like very certain that Barbarossa will convert for joinery. PJ will convert for Basket Maker's Workshop. Yeah, and I'll convert for Stone Sculptor. Yeah, that looks good to me. So I could play Prefect here, and it's going to be probably 14 or 15 food for the rest of the game. Assumingly I'll do it every action. Oh, and you know what? With this cooking hearth, it just makes it that much more certain. Yeah, he saved 2 clay on it. Cool. So yeah, he's going to convert with Basket Maker's Workshop, I'm sure. So that means I can Occupation Prefect here. So stone now gets me 2 food. Barbarossa eating a wood gets me a food. And PJ... Oh, PJ might not convert a reed. Wait, did I do my math right there? I don't think I did my math right at all. I'll see what they announce. So I get rid of a stone and add 2 food. I had 3 food, right, at the start of this action. 3 food, pay 1 to play the Prefect, get 2 from my own Stone Sculptor, and then I should get 1 from Barbarossa. So shoot is not, Barbarossa's eating a wood. So I have to eat my raw grain, unfortunately. I can't do math. I would not have done that if I had known that I was going to have to eat my raw grain. But it's okay. I have first move again. Barbarossa needs to first action family growth. Shoot, maybe we'll start player. Hard to say. I should just do good actions. So 3 wood is a good action. 4 clay is also a good action. I also want to play my Sunrise Admirer. Sunrise Admirer can come in round 11 though. So it means that this round should be all about getting my feeding sorted out. Barbarossa plays Rake. I wonder how he's planning on getting that. Did I ever take my wood food from Cooking Hearth? Or did I just say that I did? No, I did. Yeah. I can see it on the game log. Let's grab Reedstone food grain. So I need to consider not building any more rooms. Because if I don't build rooms, I can fence nicely and I can get animal points. Because at this point, if I build 2 more rooms, yeah, it's 2 more family growths, which is good. It's going to be hard to say. It kind of depends on how much more I'm going to get out of my charcoal burner, I think. Because if I get a lot more out of my charcoal burner, then like if I get 4 or 5 wood from that, that makes a big difference. So PJ's baking here. I like how this has worked out for him. The Trailblazer has been quite nice. Yeah, it's been some nice play. He really wants to wait until I build something else before he does anything. What would my extra wood go to? Stables? Stables are fine. I guess it could go to swimming studio since I did play it. Shoot plays minor treasure map. I assume this is with Reno. Yeah, that's handy. Yeah, these guys have much nicer developed farms than I have, that's for sure. Let's build clay oven. And I'm going to save. So I would normally pay like this and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wood food. I want to save a clay, right? Yeah, save a clay, so I'll toss a grotto. So yeah, I can build 2 rooms still. And actually, that makes my Reedstone food space a lot better, because if I use 2 clay, 2 grain for this room, then Reedstone food twice to get 2 reed to Reno to stone, plus ooh, country doctor here for PJ. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, building a room is just going back farther and farther and farther. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is all going to work out. So family growth is gone. So I could... The thing is, Barbaros is probably taking the cattle, and Shoot is almost certainly taking the boar and hunting them, giving them to his hunting rifle. So I'll grab 4 wood here. Just get more wood than I need. kind of try to starve my opponents out of wood, so that if none of them can fence reasonably, then that's a big difference in points. So I probably want to read stone food again, grab another grain. Nice thing about Country Doctor is it's flexible, so PJ can afford to start player here, and if it's plow sow, he can plow sow and then family growth later. And if it's family growth without room, he can family growth without room and then sow bake and then family growth with room. It's a very flexible flexible card, not like Farm Steward, which says your next one. So you've got Dingy here. Yeah. Wonder if I slept on family growth too much. Maybe not playing Rooster. Starting fourth was definitely hard. Starting fourth, definitely hard this game, especially because Private Forest from Barbarossa kept me last 2 rounds in a row. I could fish for 3 wood, 3 food. Oh, that's nice. With swimming studio. Yeah. And I have been talking about how I want to get to the right number of wood. Oh, there we go. It's gone to shoot. Let's play my Sunrise Admirer here. This helps a lot. This helps my game a huge amount, that's for sure. What's it gonna look at? Oh, it's gonna look at this. Just see what's going on. Not too much people talking about the J3 deck, which is the one being play tested for the tournament. Is going to a 5-room stone house worth it if I don't get to stone? Because the problem with the 5-room stone house play at the moment is that renovating to stone is going to be kind of difficult. How many renovations are there? I mean, Barbarossa is a couple actions away from having enough stone. With Old Miser, he should probably have a bunch of actions to do so with. Yeah, PJ is going to stone now. That definitely helps a lot. That helps a lot. Village School for sure helps helps my stone, getting to a stone house. Do that. Stone to 2 food. I can feed 6. And then I can get more food depending on Barbarossa and PJ. Barbarossa took the 5 clay. So that means Barbarossa is going to be building a cooking hearth. That makes a lot of sense considering he has vegetable vendor. But that's more food and wood for me. So if I'm up to 22 and I spend 10 of it on 2 rooms, that's worth it. So yeah, I'll build 2 more rooms. I've gotten a lot of really good efficient actions. Wood F from Barbarossa building cooking hearth. And then we'll see Barbarossa feeding 1 food, 1 boar. Okay, so no prefect. What about PJ? PJ, with that 4 read, I would think has got to be eating 1, right? Man, I thought prefect was going to give me like 3 and then 4, 4, 4, but it did not. So now I have to feed 2 to plow a field. Oh, PJ grabbing wood, passing on family growth even without room. Interesting. Yeah, family growth, of course, goes to shoot. Do I build my rooms here? If I build rooms, Country Doctor cannot activate, so that means I get to grow this round. Alright. So let's do that. So I need to remove, so I should have 12. And then remove 2 of those, 2 of those. And then do I want to discard to save anything? Probably. Probably I should discard to save a clay in case I don't get this 4 clay action back. Or save a wood, I guess, would be the alternative play. Maybe clay. Because clay might let me get stone oven, and then if I get stone oven and don't get to a stone house, that's not so bad. 2 rooms. I can put wood on here. Save C. Isn't clay strictly more useful than reed? Why not spend reed instead of clay? That's true. I think they're interchangeable at this point. Like the fact that I can spend clay or reed on the Reno, and the Reno, the bottleneck for me for this game is going to be, can I get enough clay to make this Reno in time so that I can do another stone Reno in round 14? That's kind of the timer that I'm on, I think. March, okay, that helps Barbarossa. So he's setting up for probably a pretty nice plow sow action. Or else family growth, he likes both. Both are good for him. So I have 2 more moves. One of them is going to be family growth. The other is going to be fence, maybe? Fence 13. Yeah. And then I can focus on getting the clay in, getting to clay in round 13 and then stone in round 14. And the Sunrise Admirer is already paid for, so I just play it. Just use it. No, PJ, you're wrong. You can't. He's trying to family growth here, and he can't. Not allowed. Yeah, doesn't have 3 planted fields. Exactly. Exactly right. Shoot caught it as well, fortunately. So yeah, fences, I think. Fencing, I think, here is going to be really good. I'll family growth and then fence 13, toss manufacturer, and because then I can family growth children's playground later for another 2 points, as well as it lets me grab. There's going to be lots of good animal grabs. Sheep will be a 4-point action. Boar and cattle will be 3 points. All right, let's move on. Please, PJ. Let's not focus on that. He's fencing. Okay. That's too bad. I would have liked to have fenced. So I actually don't have to family growth here thanks to shoot. So I can do anything. And that thing that I will do is grab 4 clay. Yep. So that means I can reno early round 13. And hopefully be in a position that I can reno to stone in round 14. And the nice thing is stone oven's still available, so if it works out that I can't get to a stone house, stone oven is a perfectly fine alternative. Also, if I get extra wood from charcoal burner, I might actually activate my swimming studio, because like fishing will have 3 food on it in round 14, so that plus an extra wood will be a 6 food action, which might be nice, especially because I need food for Sunrise Admirer, so I'm gonna have to keep using that. No imp. 2 food, 2 plow. So for my feeding, pretty sure I'm getting something from Basket Maker's Workshop. So I have +2 from my own stone sculptor. So I'm looking at about, I have 4 food probably on my farm. I think it's a fair estimation. Ooh, Grain Cellar. Grain Cellar is a great card. Really like that card. So what will Barbarossa do with his first move, I wonder? Plow sow? Okay, that's fine. He's given PJ family growth. Although PJ might not realize that he can do both. We'll see. We'll see how he plays it. Seems to be a little confused about how all the card wording works. Am I gonna go for Stone Oven here? Stone Oven is a bake action. Yeah, so my family growth is safe, so my family growth can come really late. Barbarossa now has 4 stone. He must have taken, yeah, he took stone twice last round. But that's good because it means Shoot doesn't have any stone. So that's good for me. Because I do want to try to get to a stone house if I can. But if I end up playing just Stone Oven, that's totally fine too. I am absolutely fine with both. So yeah, if I read Stone Food once more, get another grain. Shoot plays start player. It's totally fine with me. I'll fence here because I want to be able to get Will I? So bake is no good for me. I need to get my feeding settled. Yeah, I need to get my feeding settled. And you know what? I need to take a something else instead of a... Oh no, you know what? Wow. Sid, the reed and clay thing is actually going to matter here. Because I can't village school twice on one action. Only once per turn. Oh man, I'm so dumb. I literally got through saying they're interchangeable, but they're not. They're not. That's bad by me. Because yeah, if I reno fence, then I can play children's playground, and if I reno before fencing, sorry, I mean, and then also I'll have another wood from charcoal burner, which I can use. I guess I don't have to reno. I could just build major minor stone oven. It's okay, you can save a C for stone oven, but the problem with that is then I don't have a stone to convert with stone sculptor, and I really want to convert with stone sculptor because it's 2 food and a point. I could also not family growth here. I could family growth in the future. And I could also not reno here. I could so bake with this action and leave stone oven for a later time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. 8, 1. I think that's okay. Yeah, because then I can take reedstone food one more time in the last harvest, get another grain. Yeah, I am eyeing up the stone oven, absolutely. I also have a bunch of 2-point moves, all the animals and vegetables. So that's 4 2-point move actions. Yeah, so I'll fence with this next move. Fence, discard manufacturer. Ooh, Barbarossa cotton field. Oh, it's only 1. It's still nice. It's still a free field. This should be on reno. Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Pretty sure we're going to see shoot do first action, plow sow. So that means reno should be open to me. We'll see. There's actually a lot that depends on what actions come back to me. And it's hard to predict which ones will. When did shoot play vegetable field? I missed that. Or when did he play herb garden? Oh, he does with Beanfield. That's right. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. Oh, fencing's gone. Okay. 2 moves here. So I can afford to build stone oven now because I can, although I lose out on the bake, which is pretty sad. And I definitely wanted to bake. -1, -2. Get a wood and a food. Yeah, that's a little sad. Barbarossa plays Mason. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot that I had Mason and Charcoal Burner in my starting pack. Yeah. So Barbarossa has had a nice game. Nice big farm. Beanfield. Yeah, Sid, you're right. Beanfield. I missed that too. Or I missed that. Not too. Oh, and Mason ties for House Steward. Okay, so Barbarossa wins. Yeah. I mean, Old Miser offsets the well, and his fencing is not great, but he has a lot of fields, and I'm going to have a bunch of negatives, so I'm not beating him. I think the question will probably be is Shoot. Is Shoot doing well enough? Probably without getting to stone and without getting the House Steward bonus, I would say that Shoot is probably not doing well enough to win. That would be my analysis. I should have reversed those actions. I should have taken 1 more grain before I did that stone oven play. That was really dumb. Because, yeah, now I can't play Children's Playground here. So I convert a stone into 2 food. Barbarossa just feeds 4. PJ is feeding with BMW. What? Feed 9 and then 2 food for field. Wow. Good on Shoot. Actually using that Straw Thatched Hut grain cellar combo. That's fun. So maybe Shoot will win. Maybe he will win. Problem is he can't get that to a stone house. And he really would have liked that to have been a stone house play. Mason forces you to grow. Yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah, so I think just everything's just like a step behind for me this game, which is unfortunate. I'm just like not doing enough fast enough to win. Losing the House Steward is really bad. Really bad for me. Rooster would have been so nice. I may have screwed the pooch on that one. So the thing is, I can do anything with this move. My Reno fence is totally safe. The problem is, if I don't get a bake action, I'm gonna starve. You know what? I have Swimming Studio. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go for some animals. Yeah, okay. Throw Rooster on the board. Yeah, just like that. It lets Barbarossa know that I can't block his fencing, which lets him spend actions to take more wood. But he doesn't mind doing that anyways with joinery, I don't think. Can you use village school while paying for its swimming ability? No, because I think village school specifies you're paying one less building resource, and swimming studio is not a paying. It's not something you're paying for. I'm gonna grab Reedstone food and a grain here so that I can go on So Bake with the next move. So then I can't swim, it costs a wood. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that someone will build the fireplace. Like Barbarossa maybe will fireplace for a point. Kind of hoping that I'll get something from one of the other players. Taking wood again, yeah. Yeah, my game sucks. Just sucks. That's kind of what happens when you think, oh, I'll play Lighthouse Grotto, and then you don't. I should have played Restart. For some reason, I thought that I couldn't see the playing order. Like I had to announce it after. But yeah. It was poor by me. And then I put a lot of effort into getting the House Steward bonus, and then Straw Thatched Hut and Grain Cellar came out, which meant that Shu could keep it for himself. And PJ Bakes, yeah. That's really bad. That's really bad for me. So I need 10 food. 1, 2, 3, 4 from Basket Maker's Workshop. 5 from Joinery. 6, 7, 8. I'm 2 food short. So yeah, going on fishing, taking wood and going on fishing will be a good set of moves for me. Or you know what else I can do? Take clay, build fireplace, and then fish. That gets me a point. No, that's not much better. You know what? Taking clay, and then if someone else builds the fireplace, then I can build a room and get the House Steward bonus. I really screwed this game up so badly. So badly. And you know what? Taking 4 clay is probably taking a food away from myself, because PJ would have liked to have taken 4 clay and convert 1 to with the pottery. Oh man. I just screwed up this game so badly. PJ plays Loom. Oh no, and he's gonna block Major Minor, isn't he? Oh no, he's gonna Country Doctor, I hope. I hope. Yes, okay, phew. Yeah, this is sad, but I don't see that I have much of a choice. What? Oh man. Holy. Nicely played by Barbarossa. Nicely played. GG. Holy. Look at that. Look at that game. Private Forest, Old Miser powers into a nice farm. Only 46 final? Wow. The 4 from Old Miser counteracting the extra form of the cattle plus the house steward. Yeah. Oh man, look how sad my total is. I screwed up this game so badly. Oh, and fishing is gone too. Oh, jeez. Just brutal. Just brutal. So I'm pretty sure well, I probably don't starve, but Barbarossa says he eats a wood. So that's a food for me. And I convert that to another 2 food. And then I eat some raw grain. Oh man, just an absolutely pathetic game by me. $35. Oh man, just everything was off. Everything was off. Yeah, this was a bad game. I think the Reedstone food with Storehouse Keeper could be good, except for the fact that I didn't have enough actions. So I wasn't developing my farm while I did it. My fencing came too late. Every time in round 12 and 13 where I wanted to fence, someone did it right before me because I was under too much pressure to do other stuff. I like my major play, but the big thing is I have a negative for empty space, 1 for vegetable, and 1 for all 3 types of animals. So if I get rid of all of those, that's like a 9-point swing. Of course, that's not enough. That's like a bunch of actions there, but just not a good game. I thought I was going to get more food out of Prefect. I should have played Rooster. There's no reason why I shouldn't have played Rooster. I had a good spot to first action Storehouse Keeper, second action Star Player Clay Roof, third action Reedstone Food Grain. Oh well, that happens. It's unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. I mean, I couldn't have predicted that Barb would Private Forest. Because, yeah, that was really bad for me. Really bad. Alright. Yeah, so the issue with Storehouse Keeper is that you're not accumulating grain. Like, I needed to be at a point where I could sow and bake grain, and like sow the grain that I'm harvesting and bake another. Storehouse, I think Keeper is fine on its own, but you need to spend actions to get more later in the game. Like, I can't rely on baking all game. Really, I didn't have any feeding plan. I thought I was gonna use Manufacturer, because I've got Lighthouse. I'm thinking Manufacturer, get all the major improvements, the guilds, but none of those worked out. So I probably won't upload this game to YouTube because it's terrible. Yeah, not a fan of Storehouse. Reedstone Food is very competitive early, and it's not that valuable later. That's a good point, Sid. Yeah. It's good action, though. Love it. But yeah. Anyways, that's going to be all for me. I gotta get going, so thank you very much for watching. I should still upload it. It has some interesting moments. Oh, but I played so bad. Yeah, I guess I will. Alright, hope you enjoyed this little video, and see you guys next time.